This weekend, Canadian troops took part in a major new offensive against a Taliban stronghold in Afghanistan. Canadian forces have, of course, been at the forefront since the mission began 5 years ago. One of the reasons is that Canadians are proving to be some of the world's best soldiers. In fact, back in 2002, a Canadian made military history. With exclusive access to Canada's elite sniper school, we find out what happened on that mission in Afghanistan and why Canada is producing some of the world's best snipers. It's March 2002 in the Afghanistan mountains south of Kabul. Hundreds of American troops and special forces are flying in to do battle against a Taliban and Al-Qaeda stronghold. The American military is launching Operation Anaconda. But along for the ride are 5 Canadian soldiers. They make up 2 teams of snipers. What the Americans don't yet know is how crucial a role the Canadians are about to play in the coming fight.
A sniper can demoralize a whole company. So a company could be 400 guys. Nobody knows who's next. Nobody knows what to do to prolong their life.
Rob Furlong should know. He's the shooter on one of the sniper teams that's flying into battle on Operation Anaconda. And as he discovers when they get to the mountains, his American colleagues are in serious trouble.
I remember sitting in a plane and I saw like the tracers flying up. I'm thinking, is there somebody around us shooting? They got our aircraft. When I'm realizing this is the tracers coming up towards us as we're coming in.
The snipers hit the ground and set up. Each team is made up of 3 snipers. One is the spotter who locates the target. One is the shooter who pulls the trigger, and the other is the guard who watches the flank. Once they locate and measure their targets, the sniper rule kicks in. 1 shot, 1 kill.
Once the Americans realized what we were capable of doing, we were open for business.
So open for business.
That's the way it was when we were there.
To the embattled American shock and relief, Furlong's team begins to take out targets at huge distances, surpassing even 2 kilometers, a distance almost unimaginable for a sniper.
But once we broke the 1,800 meter mark, which was only supposed to be as far as this gun was capable of doing, it was all trial and error.
As the battle raged around them in the days past, Furlong and his team saved American lives. And then they did something that made military history.
Could you please show us 10-2? We got to get out of this car. The computer's not working. We'll log on.
It's something that Rob Furlong thinks about 5 years later as he cruises around Edmonton in his police car. Shooting guns was a passion and a skill Furlong had as a boy growing up in Newfoundland. Not only hunting moose, but even trying to shoot flies right out of the air. Could you hit a fly?
You could probably hit it. You couldn't really tell. What we thought may have been the remains of a fly after, yeah, I don't know if we hit him or not.
But raw talent alone is not enough to build a world-class sniper. You need world-class training.
Without the training that was given to me and the dedication I put into it, I don't think I would have been able to get to where the level of training that I was. Because I really didn't come from any kind of military background or competition shooter or anything.
Because snipers are so crucial in battle, militaries all over the world train them. In Iraq, even the insurgents are deploying snipers with often deadly effect. But what is it about training Canadian snipers that makes them some of the deadliest warriors in the world? The answer lies here at CFB Gagetown in New Brunswick, where we were given exclusive access to Canada's elite sniper school.
Target. So right now, if you look to your front, I have a stalker crawling in towards us, and I have some binoculars. I'll let you look for him, all right, and give you a chance.
So you got a sniper out there who's stalking us right now?
That's correct. I have a sniper out there that's stalking. He's anywhere between the road and us right now, and I'll give you a chance to observe him and see if you can find him.
And this would be part of their training to stay invisible?
That's correct.
Master Sniper and Instructor Joel is giving me a small taste of what it's like to be stalked. You tell me, do you know where he is?
I think so.
Did we die right there?
I think so.
I'll be honest, I did not see him. And many believe this is what Canadians do better than any army in the world.
Third Mullen, let's just get the sniper to wave his hand.
A sniper has to learn to survive in the field for days on end, with little else to support him but what he carries on his back. But perhaps the most important skill of all is learning to become invisible, and that is the art of making what's called a ghillie suit, netting that will allow them to be camouflaged and disappear.
And they just tie it on and cut it up into long strips, and it's just like, we call it arts and crafts. You know what I mean?
But it is an art though, you're not fooling around here. This could save your life, right?
That's right, and they take it very serious.
Becoming a sniper in the military is an elite position. Each soldier has to pass a series of rigorous exams. The failure rate is over 50%. Not only do they have to have the right physical skills, they also have to have the right personality.
We look at certain characteristics, okay, non-smoker, someone with a good psychological background. We go through a screening process that he must pass.
While we were there, even these snipers were continuing their training, which included setting up what's called a hide in a simulated urban setting. It's a hard-to-detect position to shoot from. Some of the men we filmed had already been over to Afghanistan, and we were asked not to show their faces on camera. One gun has revolutionized the entire sniper landscape. It's the .50 caliber rifle, so powerful that it can shoot down an airliner or stop an armed vehicle. It's now widely used in both Iraq and Afghanistan. The Canadian military use a brand called the Macmillan TAC